This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Ron DeSantis has dropped out of the presidential race. It was expected. It didn't take a genius or some kind of a prognosticator, some kind of someone with premonition of these things to call it, that he was going to drop out and he was going to bend the knee, kiss the ring, and endorse Donald Trump, a guy he finally started to tepidly criticize on the campaign trail. And he did it in great Ron DeSantis style, with great Ron DeSantis and Republican flair, with this tweet, with this quote from Winston Churchill that just so happens to not even be a quote from him. This is the quote, this is the tweet. "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Quote, Winston Churchill. And the International Churchill Society has this on their website from the page of quotes falsely attributed to Winston Churchill. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. And also, success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. And they say here, we can find no attribution for either one of these, and you will find that they are broadly attributed to Winston Churchill. They are found nowhere in his canon, however. An almost equal number of sources found online credit these sayings to Abraham Lincoln, but we have found none that provides any attribution in the Lincoln archives. How apropos of Ron DeSantis is this? A guy who has zero respect for, allegiance to, concern with history, accuracy in the teaching of history to our children and the children of Florida. Banning books, banning African-American studies, just being an opponent of accuracy in teaching. It's emblematic of everything he stands for, that this would be the quote that he goes out on. Attached to this tweet was a video of his announcing that he is suspending his campaign and again bending the knee to Donald Trump and endorsing him. And rather than just play that whole video, I made a little chop up of then versus now. Then versus now. So without further ado, enjoy.
I am today suspending my campaign. I'm proud to have delivered on 100% of my promises, and I will not stop now. It's clear to me that a majority of Republican primary voters want to give Donald Trump another chance.
You know, it's one thing to try to shade your record, but it's another thing to just try to gaslight people. I mean, when he's saying that to you, he thinks you're stupid. He doesn't think that you can realize that what he's saying is totally, totally false. Ask Governor Reynolds.
I signed a pledge to support the Republican nominee, and I will honor that pledge.
You can be the strongest, most dynamic, successful Republican and conservative in America, but if you don't kiss that ring, then he'll try to trash you.
Trump is superior to the current incumbent, Joe Biden.
And in a matter of weeks, Sean, he'll be endorsing Donald Trump as a nominee for the Republican Party.
He has my endorsement because we can't go back to the old Republican guard of yesteryear, a repackaged form of warmed-over corporatism that Nikki Haley represents.
You can be the most worthless Republican in America, but if you kiss the ring, he'll say you're wonderful.
Okay. You just said, will I be using the name Ron DeSanctimonious? I said, that name is officially retired.
What it must be like to be a Republican politician in the era of Donald Trump. That you're just going to have to suck it up and take the L. You're just going to have to bend the knee, kiss the ring, be one of 1,000 obsequious lapdogs, servile mutts to Donald Trump, kissing his ass every moment along the way. The only way to nod is to be a Chris Christie figure And just you get no traction because this is not a political party anymore. This is a cult surrounded by these obsequious lapdogs. And what are they surrounding? Donald Trump. They are making sure that no harm befalls him, no ill word befalls him. And if you do say bad things, you have to come out and I endorse Donald Trump. He's the better candidate. The guy who's withering before our eyes. Ron DeSantis. And soon to be Nikki Haley. Anyway, what do you think about this? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me as always. I encourage the emails daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to help support this work, if you want to help produce this work, if I bring you value, please consider supporting us. Hit the join button below, become a channel member for $1.99 a month. You can hit the super thanks button. You can buy some merch. Make sure you're subscribed. You can go over to my Patreon page, patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. All those are great ways to help support this work. Most importantly, though, is to make sure you're subscribed, like and comment, and share this video with a friend. That'll trigger the algorithm, the YouTube gods, to share this video, recommend this video to new viewers who might also get something from it. Follow me on the social medias if that's your thing. I'd love to see you there. I am at Dollemore on Twitter and Threads and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and all of them. Blue Sky, at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. And one down, one to go before we inevitably have Donald Trump as a nominee for the Republicans. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. Take care of one another.